Yo, what up? All right. We got part 3 of Matt McCusker's The Speed of Light.
Okay. Part 3.
Part 3.
Yeah, man. All right, man. I think I'm ready, man.
Shane Gillis 2.0.
Really?
That's Shane Gillis' brother. All right, here we go.
Yeah, man, you gotta be careful online, man. I always, I try to like keep my YouTube algorithm clean of all the political stuff because that'll get me riled up. And I like to watch YouTube to fall asleep at night. I just watch videos. It just helps me pass out. But even like sometimes, like that, you think the safest video, people still get in. Like we do this thing where like everyone's stepping on each other's necks to be like, I'm a good person. This person fucking sucks. And like we're running out of people to do it to now. So now it's just like, dude, I watched a video on Benjamin Franklin. Totally safe. This will be cool. It was like a 10-minute video, all of his like diplomatic missions and inventions. The top-rated comment was some lady like, yeah, he was a piece of shit womanizer. He cheated on his wife.
Ben Franklin.
Just fucking nuts. I'm like, that's what you're going after? Colonial era infidelity? That's... all right, fucking ruining my night, but... So now I'm making a case for Ben in my head. I'm like, yeah, he cheated on his wife. They covered it in the movie, by the way. They didn't lie. I'm like, he also invented electricity. Imagine if it was always dark after 6 p.m. and then it wasn't because of you. Did you ever see Benjamin Franklin's wife? Beat. Beat. As hell. It wasn't her fault. All the women back then, they didn't have vitamins. They're all just fucking... They all had those big, thick truck driver forearms from constantly burying their kids. That's all they did back then, fucking... Look it up. All the fucking kids died. Don't be pussies. That's how it was back then. Benjamin Franklin's inventing electricity and his wife's just at home just burying quadruplets, dude. Just hitting the frosted ground like, I can't even right now. I hate Mondays. Comes home, he's like, babe, you'll never believe this. She's like, grab a shovel, Ezekiel 4's down. We gotta get in the ground.
Yeah.
Fuck. It is funny Ben got caught. Because, like, dude, he was taking a boat to France before the internet. And just fucking ladies, and he was like, no one will ever know about this. And then he fucking pussy bragged in one letter, and we're like, oh, got him, fucking got him. Thine pussy was the bomb. Got him. That was a shitty time period to live, man. A couple 100 years ago. Dude, that was like so tough, man. Dudes would just die. Like there was guys whose lives would consist of them just walking in the woods one day and twisting their ankles and just laying there for 2 weeks like, help! Help! Then they die. That was it. We had a family of 14 kids. The dad would go out to get firewood, just like shit himself to death. It would get cold. They'd all sit there like dead. I like to take my modern problems and I filter them through like, would this have mattered 300 years ago? It doesn't work. I still obsess over the dumbest stuff. It doesn't do anything for me. But it's a cool thing to think about. You know, it's like even, dude, take our worst thing. Dude, take COVID. That sucked. That was bad. Could you imagine explaining COVID to Benjamin Franklin? You might get some perspective. Like, oh, dude, Ben, we got hit with a nasty pandemic. He's like, ooh, it got the little ones. Be like, nah, more like our 80-year-olds. He's like, you guys have 80-year-olds? Holy shit, man. That's great. Like, well, it also hit the obese pretty bad, too. He's like, what the fuck's the obese, man? Then you get defensive. You're like, I heard you cheated on your wife, actually. Let's talk about that. Let's focus on that. You scumbag. He is a piece of shit for that. I would never cheat on my wife, man. I love her to death, man. My wife took me in at a bad time, dude. I was a divorcee. I was scandalized. That's tough to re-enter the dating field when you're divorced, man. That's hard, dude. You know? Because like you get divorced, you just shatter your soul into a million pieces. Then you have to just eventually go on dates. You feel just like a blown out vet. All right, I guess I'm going back. You're in a fucking Bennigan's with some lady, and she's like, and that's when I discovered nursing was my passion. You're like, ah. It was weird too, because like, you know, my wife, when we were dating initially, I had been married and she had never been married before. So that's like an awkward dynamic. That feels like you're watching a movie with someone where like you've seen the movie and they haven't. You know, you're out in the beginning, they're like, this is great. You're like, yeah, wait till you see the end. It's pretty sad and fucked up. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Actually, you know, it's not that big of a deal. Clap it up, your parents are divorced. It's not that big of a deal. Clap it up right now. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. My parents are still together. Sorry about your parents. That's a shame. But I was hoping no one would clap. Is anyone engaged, by the way? Is there any engagements? There you go. There's the man right there. Did you do the engagement photos? Oh. Ah, it's the best. Seeing your friend look like a huge pussy on Facebook. You had your foot on a pumpkin like, oh, is this good, babe? Brother, I did it twice. Don't feel bad, man. I did it twice. Second time's dark, dude. You're in a Charlie's Angels pose. Like, I wish this was a real fucking gun. I'd shoot myself like fucking hell. Why are we in a park? Shit sucks. But no, man, I'm married. I love it, man. I'm in a really hot interracial relationship. You guys know what I'm about. My wife's black and I'm Puerto Rican. It's pretty sick. No, I'm white. It is cool. My wife's a black woman. She can say like whatever she wants. Total freedom of speech. It's awesome. She'll drag me into conversations where I have to be like, hey, I don't know if you know this, but white guys are kind of on house arrest right now. You go ahead. Yeah, black women can say whatever they want, except for Whoopi Goldberg for some reason. They're on Whoopi's ass, man. It annoys me. She would apologize recently for using the word gypped. Yeah, she would apologize to the American gypsy community. She had to burn 30 seconds of primetime TV to say sorry to 4 toothless carnies. Just some guy fixing a ring toss like, that fucking bitch better take it back, fucking asshole. No, man, my wife will just like drag me into these conversations where I'm like, I don't know how to respond, man. It's like I invited her on a double date not too long ago, and it was like a kind of a weird situation. It was my friend, he's a white guy, who just started dating this black chick, which first of all, I'm kind of like, that's my thing. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. And then it's like, you don't want to go on a double interracial date. Single date's perfect, because like you guys, like, we're saving the world, we're so tolerant. Once you're in like a double interracial date, now you're like enthusiasts or something. It's fucking just swirling a glass like we like what we like. You know? It's weird. But I told my wife the situation. I'm like, come on, man, we should go. You know, we haven't been doing anything. Let's go on the date. My wife was like, what kind of black is she? Like, level 2? I don't fucking know, man. I can't possibly answer this. I learn about a lot of white stereotypes too. Being with, I hear stuff I'm not supposed to hear. There's a lot of weirdly specific stereotypes about white people you guys probably have no idea about. I always like walk in on conversations where I hear them and I'm kind of like. I just opened my door. I walked in on one recently. I opened my door. My wife was talking to her aunt on speakerphone. It's a cultural thing. And I opened my door. I opened my door. It's a custom. Be respectful. And I just opened the door to her aunt being like, you know, white people don't care about their grandparents. And I was like, ah, damn it, dude. Fuck, that one's true. That hurts. I didn't know anyone knew about that. How the hell did they know? It's true. My mom calls me every like 5 months. She's like, you know your great aunt Bridie died. And I'm like, Mom, do I? She's like, you have to go. I'm like, oh, fuck, all right. I have to go literally ID the body at the funeral. I go and I'm like, oh, fuck, that lady.
Jesus.
I hate funerals. Then you have to like try to like talk to a dead person in your head. It's always, I just panic. I don't know what to say. I just like, it's just like I just rattle off some shit Ice-T would say on NCIS. I'm like, crime doesn't pay, you fucking punk. And but yeah, so it's fun though, man. It's cool, you know, being in a relationship like that. I get like, having a black wife is a confidence booster sometimes. Certain situations, it like, dude, like customer service disputes. Bro. Black ladies are like the Navy SEALs of customer service, dude. They fucking, it's crazy. I'm first wave, I'm the scout. I go up, I'm like, hey, I noticed our flight's delayed. Do you know how long that's gonna be by chance? I'm like, sir, shut the fuck up, dude. Sit the fuck down. I'm like, all right. I always give him another chance. I'm like, are you sure? You'll never guess who's following me up, dude. I just tell, I'm like, it was that lady right there. She comes back 5 minutes later with like a $50 gift card. She's like, we're taking off, throw it on the pile. Yeah, it's not all fun and games, man. We do deal with stuff. We still have a race problem in this country, you know? A lot of perceptual stuff, you know? Like, there's just, like, sometimes you will just be looked at differently, and you know, it is what it is. Like, here's the thing. I bought us a pair of matching sweatpants from Walmart. I thought it'd be funny. It's not. Nobody likes it, but they're these, like, patterned, weird-looking sweatpants, and, like, we still have them, so sometimes, like, laundry just works out the way where we're just out of stuff and we both wear them. We don't even think about it. We'll be out like running errands in our matching sweatpants, and we'll be like arguing in the electronics department at a Target, and I'll see the people looking at us who work there, and I know they're thinking we're one of those crackhead couples. I know where they're they think, you know, those couples that like walk along the side of the highway together, just visibly bound in failure for all to see. Just, you know, those guys. They always make me laugh. I'm like, why the highway? What the hell? Checking Google Maps, like, it said it's going to take 5 days and 4 hours. We're going to take the turnpike. Come on. I love those guys. It's like the heroin Oregon Trail. You see them out there, you're like, God damn. Prospectors. You see their sweatpants catch the wind, you're like, oh my God, it's beautiful. Yeah, we argue. It sucks. I hate arguing with my wife. I wish we didn't, but we do. We've been together for so long, it's like embarrassing at this point, you know? So we don't even have anything to argue about. Our arguments are like, they're like abstract. They're like philosophical battles at this point. They don't even, it's like, my house is like ancient Greece, dude, when we argue. Like my wife, it's like stupid stuff. Like I'll be downstairs, she's like, hey, make sure you load the dishwasher before you go to bed tonight. And my brain does that thing where it's like, delete, fucking. Control, Alt, delete. I don't do it on purpose. My mind's just like, this other thing's more important, and I hate that I do that. But then the next morning, you know, it all crashes down on me. She's like, why didn't you load the dishwasher? And I'm like, I forgot. She's like, how did you forget? And I'm like, you want me to explain the absence of thought? It's a logical fallacy, and I won't. We argue over the toilet seat. That's so embarrassing. I hate that, man. Just so stupid and cliche that, you know. But yeah, she all the time. And dude, I'll put it down. I don't care. I'll put it down. Sometimes I forget. You know, and I'm like, all I'm asking you is just fucking gently lower it. Don't slam it like an asshole. Just put it down. It's not the end of the world. And I'm like, what's the worst thing that could happen by it being up? She's like, I could fall in there at nighttime. Like, what do you run to the bathroom ass first and jump? What the fuck? So now I do. I put it down every time, but I also put that little one too. I put that down like, fuck you. I drop that down. And I pee on it a little. You can't win arguments with women, man. They'll just destroy you. It's their game. You think you win, they'll wait like 3 weeks and just fucking lance you. It'll be like 3 weeks later, and she'll be like, what's up with your teeth? What do you mean? She's like, oh, never mind. I'm like, what the fuck? They'll get you with their celebrity crushes. That hurts, man. Stop doing that, man. That hurts us. We were watching the movie Fury. Did you ever see Fury? World War II movie, Brad Pitt, army tanks, awesome movie. We're having a good time. We're enjoying it. Halfway through, Brad Pitt pops out of an army tank. He just like won a battle. He's like, yeah. His shirt's ripped. I'm like, yeah, how does a shirt get ripped inside of a tank? But I'm not ruining it for us. I'm quiet. He pops out of the tank. You can see like his stomach. My wife didn't even say anything. She just went, Now I'm watching a whole different movie. I'm rooting for the Nazis now. I'm Googling shit. I'm like, yeah, the economy was pretty fucked up. No one wants to talk about it. But yeah, man. She's a good girl, though. She's always trying to get me to come out of my shell, you know? That's a big thing. She's always trying to get me to, like, kind of open up a lot. And, you know, I appreciate that. But, like, she's always like, I want to know, like, what's your top fantasy? I'm like, you know, I'm old enough. I don't want to do anything new. It's like, you take a chance on a fetish, you can't go back. Like, there's some out there, if you bust that out, that's it. Like, sir, do you know what cuckolding is? You familiar with the term? Do you know what it is, ma'am? Yeah, it's when a man burns with the desire to see another man with his woman. We're not into it. He's a fucking freak, dude. I don't know. That guy's... That's an example. It's like, dude, you can't, like, rewind the clock on that. If you set that up, if you don't like that, that's a problem. Just some guy just slamming your wife, and after like 5 minutes, you're like, yeah, you know what, guys? No, that's actually not what I like at all. Hey, it's your coworker. Like, Dave, stop, Dave. It's like breaking up a dog fight. Like, come on, get out of there. Knock it off. That'd be terrible, man.
Shit.
My wife always, what's your top? I don't know how to tell my wife. And my top fantasy at this point is just a woman being nice to me. That's all I want. That's all I want, man. My top fantasy right now is we're driving. I make a left turn. My wife goes, "Where are you going?" I say, "It's a new shortcut I figured out." And she goes, "Cool." Like, oh, babe, I'm about to turn off the GPS. She's like, "Do it." I'm like, "Oh my fucking God." Yeah, but my wife, she's, you know, she's more bold and kind of outgoing. My wife likes role play, which is, you know, I do it, obviously. I'm a sexually desperate man, but fucking role. It's so weird, because she'll just fucking, you know, I don't have time to prepare for the role. She's just like, bam, go. And I'm like, because in order to have sex, when you're married, before you have sex, you have to go out to dinner and eat like a ton of food. Which most nights it ends up with like two just stuffed people looking at each other going like, nah, fucking scrap it, we'll do it later. But on this night, you know, the planets aligned, we're sitting on a couch, we're full, just grossly making out, a married couple, just fucking, just like two slugs mating, just trying to force blood to our genitals. And then my wife, you know, she springs the roll on me. She goes, "You're not going to tell my husband about this, are you?" It's like, you want me to practice cheating on me with you? All right. Well, your husband's a good man, and frankly, he's been a good friend to me, and I don't know how I feel about our tryst, actually, ma'am. Good day, and, you know. No, she was like, seriously, don't ruin this. I was like, all right, fine. So I got real deep into character, dude. I grabbed the back of her head, and I was like, your husband's podcast is so fucking funny. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Man,
Yeah,
McCusker.
Funny dude. Funny dude.
Pretty funny dude.
Yeah, man.
Pretty funny dude.
Man, he talked about that Adam 22 situation. Vlad.
Oh yeah. Cuckolding.
Yeah, cuckolding.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Guess some dudes are into that thing, you know?
I mean, you're like a pimp then. I mean, what do you? You got your wife fucking other dudes.
Right.
Is that really a healthy marriage?
It's a fetish, right?
Some fetishes go across the line.
That's exactly what he said. They become an issue. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Definitely. Nah, man, I wouldn't be the one. I couldn't let any other man have sex with my woman. And
I wouldn't be able to look her in the eye. I mean, shit. Like, shit. Man, but like there's people out there that that are into that. That's like swinging. Isn't that like swinging? Like you have couples that swing.
Like if my wife is definitely gonna have sex with somebody, I'm gonna have sex with somebody for sure.
Yeah, but it would be my wife having sex with another man. That's what I would be concerned with.
Definitely.
But
yeah, man.
there's weirder fetishes
like
than that.
polygamy and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
We've seen fetishes. There's fetishes where involve hamsters. So I mean,
Right. Yeah.
What were you saying about Benjamin Franklin? He said if
colonial infidelity.
This nigga said he took a boat to France to cheat on his wife.
Right.
And just happened to write it in a letter or in his diary.
Oh man, yeah. That's a terrible way to get caught up, man.
Yeah.
Definitely. You gotta be smarter than that, man, but it was was the 1700s?
1700. That's a long time. He's right. I would not like to be alive in the 1700s.
Right.
I mean, if I had a choice. I mean, shit. I'd like to be alive anytime, but if I had a choice, I would not like to be alive in the 1700s. Especially black. Especially, maybe, hopefully, maybe not over here. Maybe 1700s over in Africa somewhere, living amongst the people.
Yeah.
That might be, but then there's no AC.
Right.
There's no air conditioning. It's gonna be hot as hell. The mosquitoes are as big as birds over there. So I don't know if there's if there's anywhere in the 1700s was. I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, definitely. Yeah, I definitely would want to not live in the 1700s either. For any reason. Yeah. Well, it's be too hot. For sure. And it's hot now, so I wonder, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can go north. You can go up north somewhere.
Right. Oh, man. But yeah, man.
Yeah. McCusker. Very similar to Shane. Very, very, very similar to Shane. That's a good thing, though. It's good. That's not a bad thing.
No, man, not at all. It fits him, man. Like, I think everything that I've seen from him up to this point, you know what I mean? This is exactly as I expect the special to kind of go. You know what I mean? It was funny. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, sitting around, like, this is like his podcast, honestly. Like, he was just sitting up there bullshitting.
Yeah. Did not expect him to have a black wife, though. That was surprising.
Oh,
Got another Bill Burr.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, man. And he said it was funny. He said when two interracial couples go to dinner.
Yeah.
Like, we kind of just have a per reference at this point.
Yeah.
Oh man, he's stupid, man. Yeah. But definitely funny dude.
Yep.